फिर ले आया दिल मजबूर क्या कीजिए।
Good afternoon.
Is it?
You missed it. You should have handed over. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Sayam. Thank you very much for keeping that much of Sayam for your interview. So just introduce yourself.
Uh, Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce
Speak
myself.
loudly.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sayam. I am from Rajpura, Punjab. I am a recently qualified cost and management accountant, and I am a postgraduate as well in Masters of Commerce. And I did my training from JSW Vallabh Tinpet Private Limited and Nureka Limited. And I am a keen learner, and I have I am an optimistic person. Always try to be positive in each situation, and I I like singing. Talking about my interest, I like singing, playing cricket, and I've also participated in many competitions and singing in state level. And that's all about it. Thank you.
So, which type of singing you like, Hindi or Punjabi?
Hindi Punjabi बहुत.
Which one is your favorite
Just
song?
a song फिर ले आया दिल.
Okay, let's sing.
Sing sir.
Yes, go.
फिर ले आया दिल मजबूर क्या कीजिए रास ना आया रहना दूर क्या कीजिए दिल कह रहा उसे मुकम्मल कर भी आओ वो जो अधूरी सी याद बाकी है वो जो अधूरी सी बात बाकी है.
Why did you try singing?
That's good. I think the same. So, working with the company like you are doing daily stuff, it is quite same, and you don't get that much of name, fame in that. So why don't you try with the singing as well?
Actually, my father is the only breadwinner in our family, so I always wanted to support him. And uh, singing as a part, it's my hobby. I haven't learned about anything. I have just admired the singers and learned from them. So that's why I just wanted to first, as a professional, in as a professional job, I want to take a growth, and then I'll start or I'll see.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about interests you have already mentioned. But then, what is your goal? How do you see yourself 5 years hence?
Uh,
In
after
pursuing your hobby as well, will your interest or hobby will included in it, or a complete professional?
No, like it, as in 5 years, I'll be experienced enough, and I'll get good opportunities, and I'll be technically more sound, and I'll be able to give my 100% or to the company and personal growth. And apart from this, as you asked about the singing, I'll be giving then. But the thing is, I'll give my 100. I'll be able to come up with singing as my hobby, not as a.
Would God gives you a chance to participate in one of the renowned competitions, singing competitions on the national level, and you have asked to leave your job and join that, what would be your preference then?
No, firstly, I just want to learn the things. Firstly, I want to learn the sur tals, because as a if the judges are sitting in front of me, they'll judge according to their knowledge, because uh, because the people over there, they don't know about the singing or sul and tal. They'll always like the thing, but these judges around sitting in front of me will always judge me according to their knowledge. So that's why I just want to learn something, then I'll want to give a, in a concert or anything.
Very nice.
Yes.
Just brief about your articleship experience with both the firms, what they were doing, and what were your responsibilities over there.
Firstly, I did my training in the JSW Vallabh Tinplate Private Limited. It was a steel company where they used to make tin plates from HR coils. From HR coils come and as an input, and we used to compress the GL sheets, and we make the from tin plates and cutting into and as a output as a tin plates used for making pan masalas boxes and other cherry boxes.
So, just brief the major use of tin plate and what are the major raw materials which are used in making tin plate.
Major raw materials that were used, and there were many like for coating the firstly the tin plate comes, oh sorry, so the HR coils come, there is a tin over that as a high diameter, with a high diameter, which we used to compress the sheet and make it into tin plates. The inputs used were like for making it edible, so that we could make the boxes of it. There was a zinc coating on it, and there were many chemicals like Maxtreat or hydrochloric acid. I don't remember much about because it has been much time. So I just know some of the names of the chemicals I remember that used in the raw material.
So you have done ABC analysis as well in
Yes,
JSW Vallabh tin plate.
yes, sir.
So what kind of ABC analysis you did
It
over there?
was like in the consumption, we have to, because if we have to figure out that which were the material which were less in quantity and high in value. So I have to calculate those and categorize into ABC, the highest consumption with highest value, lowest quantity with highest value.
So, Sayam, what is the difference between ABC analysis and ABC costing?
ABC costing referred to as apportionment of cost according to the basis of the cost drivers. And ABC analysis inventory categorization technique, in which we categorize the inventory into three parts, A, B, and C. In which A category is comprised of 70% and B category 30% and that 20% and 10%. C category, in which 70% comprises of those materials which has the lowest quantity and high in value, and B is a average, and C is a quantity which is more and value is very less.
Okay, so earlier you mentioned regarding the team plate. Any type of variances you have calculated or you have seen in the team plate?
I have calculated price and usage variance over there, in which I have seen some of the prices variances in that. I just calculate the prices variances and just report to the senior manager, and
Why the price variances arises?
due to the high in prices, high in cost of that, so variance arises from that.
And if the price is low, then no variances is there.
No, that's a good or that's a favorable thing for the company. If prices increases, cost increases, that becomes adverse for the company.
Okay.
So, Sayam, what is material yield variance?
Material yield variance is a variance which is uh, um, a variance a difference between an actual and standard according to their output. How how the output comes from the input. So, sir, I don't remember. I'll be updated.
Okay, okay. You have written over there that you are goal oriented and flexible. So just tell me the difference between goal and objective.
My objective goal is we have to be, there's a single aim of ours that we have to achieve that. That's our goal. And objective is that we have to to as a going in this aim, we have to follow the things. These are the objectives that makes us achieve that goal.
What are your goals and objectives?
My goals is being the better professional and self development as well as the development of the company with my growth.
An objective?
And objective is doing the work as expected by my seniors or authority, so that I would be able to impress them. And
What is your biggest fear?
biggest fear, I would say, seeing my parents getting old.
No, that's I'm talking about professional. I'm talking about more professionalism. Okay. Are you a person who gets jealous easily, who feels competitive easily, who feels uh, outcast easily?
No.
What exactly is your biggest fear then
My
on professional grounds?
My biggest fear would be like I haven't evaluated like my biggest fear, but
And what is your biggest strength then, if I talk about that you
My-
are different from others?
as my name justifies, my name is Sayyam. I have a lot of patience and tolerance regarding. So I think that's my biggest strength.
Any incident in which you proved that you have Sanyam?
Like in my industry also, they used to people, there are some of the higher authority or high senior managers even, they use sometimes give the more pressure over the trainees. So that's why I always kept myself patience according to that. If they used to give me the work pressure also, I always keep the tolerance power to manage the things.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to the technical part. Just brief me about what is the difference between cash book and passbook.
Cash book is a book that we maintain in our company, in our records. Cash, and passbook is what the bank statements shows.
Means in cash book we record cash transaction, and the passbook we record bank transactions.
No, the things that in the bank there are some of the transactions that are according to the banks, like uh, according to the time, that presentment of check that comes in the bank statement but doesn't come in our. So in cash book comprises of the cash statements, and passbook comprises of the bank that we deposit in the banks.
The same thing as you mentioned earlier, that in cash we record only cash, and in bank passbook we record only bank transactions, right?
Right, sir.
Okay.
You got consolation prize in national chorus competition.
Yes.
What kind of competition is it?
This singing competition, group singing competition.
Okay. So you sing in a group.
Yes,
Okay.
in school.
So you were the member of that group or leader of that
I
group?
was a member of that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sayam.
Okay, thank you so much.
Wait for feedback.
So
ओके लेट्स स्टार्ट अबाउट योरसेल्फ आपका डिसेंट था, बहुत अच्छा नहीं बहुत ख़राब नहीं, फ्लो शुरुआत में कम था फिर बीच में और कम हुआ फिर ठीक हो गया, ये इस तरीके से आपकी जर्नी चली. लाइक सिंगिंग पार्ट में इनिशियली यू वर गुड बट व्हेन यू वर आंसरिंग टू मैम सो यू वर नॉट दैट मच क्लियर अबाउट योर पॉइंट्स.
सर फ्रेम हो जाता है लेकिन कम्युनिकेट नहीं हो पाता, वो डिफिकल्ट लगता है.
तो प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी इसके लिए, अभी भी टाइम है, तो अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ में प्रैक्टिस करिए. यू नो द क्वेश्चंस, तो जितने भी क्वेश्चन सीवी से फ्रेम हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज इंटरव्यूअर डोंट नो यू पर्सनली, वो आपको सीवी से ही जज करते हैं. तो सीवी से जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं वो आप आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ में डिस्कस करिए. जस्ट आस्क योर फ्रेंड टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट so that you can justify and make the question. Just write down the list of question, 40-50 question from this CV, so you will be able to frame all the things. At least you will be able to predict these is 50-60% interview in advance as well. So उस चीज पर आपको वर्क करना है. Then singing part was good and articleship को आप इतना ज़्यादा एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाए। आपने एक्सप्लेन तो किया, बट मैंने पूछा था जैसे आपने न्यूरेका लिमिटेड के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करी, आपने ओनली JSW वल्लभ के बारे में बात करी, जबकि मैंने बहुत दी फर्म्स के बारे में पूछा था। तो दैट वाज द थिंग। देन जो आप प्रोसेस एक्सप्लेन कर पा रहे थे उसमें भी आपने बोला यू डोंट रिमेंबर दैट मच, तो ये तो अभी की बात है जो आपकी डेट्स दिख रही है इसमें, एंड जस्ट 2 months।
नहीं, लास्ट ईयर।
ओके ओके, लास्ट ईयर 2 months।
लास्ट ईयर 2 मंथ्स का भी।
तो वो 2 months का था, और वर्क आपने बहुत सारे लिखे हैं 2 months में। अगर इतने वर्क्स होते हैं जो आपके ऊपर वाली फर्म में नहीं है, उससे ज़्यादा वर्क्स इस फर्म में है,
इसमें ज़्यादा से
तो उन चीज़ों को जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा। और कोई भी लॉन्ग टर्म आपने जैसे ट्रेनिंग नहीं करी है तो दैट में बी द क्वेश्चन कि आप इसी तरीके से हमारे यहाँ भी लॉन्ग टर्म वर्क नहीं करेंगे, तो उस चीज़ को भी जस्टिफाई करना पड़ेगा आपको। गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव में एक चीज़ तो क्लियर थी, बट ऑब्जेक्टिव जस्ट लाइक यू वांट टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल पर्सन इन लाइफ, कुछ भी हो सकता है वो,
यस
तो उसको सेट करिए कि आपका खुद का शॉर्ट एनालिसिस आप कर सकते हैं, वो सारी चीज़ें सेट करिए।
यस
A few errors in CV. Need not write adaptable to new environment. Need not write in your objective. A. B. There's nothing like a good learner. You are a keen learner. Okay. Flexible क्या? योगा में अच्छे से flexible हो. फ्लेक्सिबल इन वर्किंग कंडीशंस लिखा जाता है, सिर्फ फ्लेक्सिबल नहीं लिखा जाता, राइट। फ्लेक्सिबल का मतलब हो जाता है आप कहीं भी किसी भी तरीके रबड़ की जैसे मुड़ जाते हो।
फ्लेक्सिबल विथ वर्किंग आवर्स, इस तरीके से।
वर्किंग आवर्स, वर्किंग कंडीशंस जो भी लिखता हूँ, लेकिन
सेम थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल भी वर्क अपन को करना है, क्योंकि बाकी सारी चीज़ें इम्प्रूव हो जाएंगी। टेक्निकल आप पास्ट 7 to 8 years कॉमर्स से रिलेट कर रहे हो तो आपको उनके ऊपर प्रॉपर रखना है, क्योंकि काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस ऐसे थे जिनके आंसर प्रॉपर थे लेकिन काफ़ी जो एकदम बेस है वो एकदम प्रॉपर नहीं थे। सो वर्क ऑन दैट।
ओके, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो
keep it here, this and make the changes, right?
मच।